Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple examples from your independent practice for this week to make sure that we're all on the same page. You are responsible for the odd problems on this worksheet, and you're asked to answer a series of questions A through G up here. So I'm gonna work on a couple evens for you to make sure you understand what is being asked of you. Okay, so A asks what the degree is. The degree is going to be the highest exponent value. So in this case, it's already written in descending order, and 5 is my highest exponent value. So my degree in this sense, or in this example, is 5. B asks you to classify that as even or odd. 5 is, an odd number. So that is an odd degree polynomial. C asks us if what is the value of the leading coefficient. So we're going to look at the number or the constant, the coefficient in front of the variable with the highest degree. In this case, that is a -1 value. D then asks us to label it as negative or positive. -1 is a negative number, so this is a negative leading coefficient. E asks us to describe the end behavior in words. Okay, so this is what we did at the beginning of the year when we talked about end behavior when we did all our placemats, and we said on the left. So to the left part of the graph, if you're looking at your XY chart over here, when we say on the left, we're talking about over here. So on the left-hand side, what do the Y values do? Well, they're going to rise to infinity. We talked about this in the video. It's because on the right hand side, when we talk about going over to the right hand side over here, the Y values are going to fall. Overall, this is going to end on a negative note. So I know that on the right hand side, because it's odd, they're going to rise to infinity. So then we would say on the right, they fall to negative infinity. And then F asks us to do that with symbols. So what we're going to say is as X goes toward negative infinity, Y goes toward positive infinity. So we have it ending kind of up here like this on our graph. And then we would say as X goes toward positive infinity, Y is going to go toward negative infinity. So it's going to end coming down like this. And then again, the maximum number of zeros this thing would have, or roots, the number of times it could cross X would be 5 for your maximum there. Okay, I'm going to do one more example with you, and then let me know if you need more in office hours. Let's look at number 8 here. So number 8, we now have an even degree. So A asks for our degree. Our degree is 2. B asks even or odd. This is going to be even. C asks for our leading coefficient. Well, that's going to, again, in this case, be a -1 value. So D is going to be negative. Okay, so let's think about what this is. This is a quadratic facing down. So when we talk about its end behavior in words, we'd say on the left, the Y values fall to negative infinity. And again, even degree polynomials have the same end behavior. So on the right, there, the Y values are also going to fall toward negative infinity. Okay, if we want to write that in symbols, we're going to say as X goes toward negative infinity, Y also goes toward negative infinity. As X goes toward, as X goes toward positive infinity, Y still goes toward negative infinity. Again, same end behavior because it's an even degree polynomial. Okay, let me know if you have questions via email or during my office hours, and hopefully you're doing okay with all this. Miss you guys. Bye.